On the way out, Fabrizio Romano provides new update on Liverpool's future with Mohamed Salah. Liverpool could enter the transfer race to sign the £63 million forward if Darwin Núñez leaves. Attention fans, Liverpool star fit and available for the Everton match after not facing Plymouth. Hello, Liverpool fan. Welcome to your news channel of the biggest club in the world. Curtis Jones is fully fit and available for the highly anticipated and crucial clash between Liverpool and Everton, according to reliable journalist Lewis Steele. Liverpool is preparing for one of the most important games of the season, a Merseyside derby that could have a significant impact on the Premier League title race. On Wednesday night, the Reds will travel to Goodison Park to face their biggest local rival in a match that promises to be decisive, as the Toffees aim to derail Liverpool's hopes of winning the league. A win over Everton would put Jurgen Klopp's side 9 points ahead of Arsenal, maintaining their lead in the table and further showcasing the team's strength. Regarding the squad's health, Liverpool is relatively injury-free, but the absence of Joe Gomez is confirmed, leaving a defensive gap. However, the big news comes from Curtis Jones's recovery, as he was ruled out for the Plymouth-Argyle game in the last FA Cup round due to slight discomfort related to a recent injury. Writing on his X, formerly Twitter profile, Steele stated that Jones is back to full fitness and ready to feature in the Merseyside derby, a game of great importance for both Liverpool and the midfielder. His recovery comes as a great boost for the team, considering the 23-year-old has shown significant improvement in his performances in recent seasons. Jones has established himself as a highly reliable player within the Liverpool squad, especially given the fierce competition in his position. During the season, he has faced the tough task of competing for minutes with some of the best midfielders in world football. However, even with Jones's return, it would be a surprise if he were to be included in the starting lineup at Goodison Park on Wednesday. It is expected that the starting midfield trio will consist of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis Mac Allister, and Dominik Szoboszlai, a trio that has proven to be extremely balanced, complete, and effective, with significant contributions to Liverpool's impressive performance this season. Liverpool's midfield, with Gravenberch, Mac Allister, and Szoboszlai, is one of the strongest and most complete in Europe, being crucial to the team's success in both the Premier League and the Champions League. However, Curtis Jones could have a significant impact against Everton, particularly in the second half, with his ability to retain the ball and his refined technique. With an impressive 94.6% pass completion rate this season, he has shown great consistency. His presence on the bench could be valuable, offering freshness and skill in crucial moments of the Merseyside derby. Darwin Núñez, Liverpool's forward, has been strongly linked with a potential move to Saudi Arabia during the winter transfer window, and his future at the club is now under increasing speculation. If Núñez leaves Liverpool, one of the most talked-about options to replace the Uruguayan would be Swedish forward Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. In recent months, an intriguing conversation has developed about Isak's future, with many football experts suggesting he deserves a move to a bigger club given his impressive form and consistency. With 17 goals scored in the Premier League this season, Isak has established himself as one of the competition's best forwards, sitting third in the top scorer table, behind only Mohamed Salah with 21 goals and Erling Haaland with 19 goals. His performance in 2024 has been remarkable, and many believe he is ready to take the next step in his career, potentially joining a club with a greater ability to compete for titles across all fronts. Speaking on the Overlap show, Jamie Carragher commented on the growing interest in Isak, speculating about a potential transfer to Liverpool. Carragher stated that if Liverpool had to compete with Arsenal for Isak's signature, the Swedish forward would likely choose Anfield. The commentator highlighted that, although there is a lot of talk about Arsenal being the most likely destination for Isak, Liverpool is also desperate for a center forward, which would make the club a very attractive choice for the player, especially if Liverpool is fighting for titles, such as the Premier League. With Liverpool seeking reinforcements, Carragher noted that he has not heard any concrete discussions about the club pursuing Isak, but believes that if Darwin Núñez is sold, the Reds should seriously consider signing the Swede. There's a lot of speculation about Arsenal, but if Liverpool were interested in a world-class forward, Isak would be an obvious choice. If you want to compete for titles, Liverpool is a more realistic choice for Isak than Arsenal, said Carragher. For Liverpool, signing Isak would make a lot of sense, Even with Mohamed Salah staying at the club, the Reds will need a new goal scorer who can carry the responsibility of scoring goals, especially when Salah is unavailable or going through a less prolific phase. Isak, at just 25 years old, is in the perfect age range to join Liverpool, offering great potential for long-term growth. In all competitions this season, Isak has already scored 19 goals and provided 5 assists, demonstrating his versatility and ability to contribute not only in attack, but also in assists and collective movements. However, it's frightening to think of what he could achieve playing alongside figures like Salah, Luis Diaz, or Cody Gakpo. Liverpool's attacking power could become even more lethal with Isak, a quality forward with energy and a killer instinct, forming a fearsome attacking line. However, a transfer to Liverpool would not be cheap. Newcastle signed Isak for a record £63 million, and he still has 3.5 years remaining on his contract with the Magpies. This significant investment makes any negotiation a major financial challenge for any interested club, including Liverpool. Still, the Reds might try to explore an opportunity, knowing that Isak's presence could transform the team's offensive dynamics. For Liverpool fans, the question remains, if Darwin Núñez or Diogo Jota were to leave, do you think Alexander Isak would be the ideal replacement to continue the tradition of great forwards at Liverpool? Mohamed Salah's future at Liverpool remains shrouded in uncertainty, especially with the continued interest from Saudi Arabian clubs. According to journalist Fabrizio Romano, in his exclusive newsletter on Give Me Sport, the Reds are patiently awaiting the right moment to attempt a new deal with the Egyptian star. Salah, who has been a key figure in Liverpool's success since joining in 2017, sees his contract coming to an end, making his situation one of the major topics of discussion in the international football scene. During his time at the club, Salah has been decisive in historic achievements, including the Premier League and Champions League titles, establishing himself as one of the greatest players of the modern Liverpool era. However, despite his importance on the field, contract renewal negotiations remain unresolved, increasing speculation about a possible departure. Fabrizio Romano stated that there have been no substantial updates on Salah's situation so far, emphasizing that the interest from Saudi clubs is still strong. Meanwhile, Liverpool is awaiting a definitive response to determine the next steps. There are no substantial updates yet. As we said about Van Dijk, I think the same applies to Salah. Now the only update will be when the decision is made. So far, it hasn't been made, as Saudi interest remains, and Liverpool continues to wait for the green light for a new deal, commented Romano. Despite the uncertainty about his future, Salah continues to perform at a high level on the field. At 32 years old, he leads the Premier League in goals and assists this season, showing that he still has a lot to offer and shows no signs of physical or technical decline. This consistent performance reinforces his value to the club and potential suitors in the international market. Salah has already dropped some hints about his future, including a statement in December that raised concerns among fans. At the time, the forward said, "We're almost in December, and I haven't received any offer to stay at the club. I'm probably more out than in." While it's unclear whether this statement was an attempt to pressure the club into speeding up negotiations or a real indication of his plans, the comment sparked much speculation. As the season progresses and Salah's contract nears its end, the expectation grows about what his final decision will be. Stay at Anfield and continue his glorious journey with Liverpool, or accept a new adventure, possibly in Saudi football, which has already attracted several big names in recent years. What seems certain is that, whichever way it goes, Salah is in a position to decide the next chapter of his career, having repeatedly proven his value both on and off the field. Meanwhile, Liverpool fans continue to eagerly await news that could secure the stay of their idol for a few more seasons. Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time!